Hey YouTubers, Muskrat Jim here. Today I want to talk about friction fire. Now, some of my subscribers have asked me what I would do in a friction fire scenario, considering the fact that I only have the one hand. Well, back in the days when I was a Cub Scout leader, I played around with a bow drill, and I had a really hard time holding the top of the bow drill as I swung the bow drill with my right hand. And all I got was a little bit of smoke. So I didn't do anything with friction fire after that until just recently. So I researched it a bit, and what I found was the Iroquois had developed a fire pump that was based on a flywheel that only required one hand to use. So I put one together and, tried it out. And this is what it looks like. You've got a really long spindle with a flywheel towards the bottom, and then your hand pump here is attached to some rope. And the idea is that you push down on the handle and it spins the spindle. The flywheel keeps it spinning, which allows you to rewind the cord and then push down again, and it'll spin the spindle the other way. So a back and forth sort of motion. Let me demonstrate that for you. So we take our spindle and we put it in our fireboard, hold it securely, and then wind up the spinner. Now this allows you to spin it like this, back and forth, all with one hand. And the flywheel has inertia because it's heavy, and it just keeps on spinning as you pump it, and it rewinds the cords. Pretty ingenious design, but I didn't have very much luck with it. Probably because of the speed that it's spinning. And it often jumps out of the socket. I think that's probably, there, it jumped out. It's probably because the flywheel isn't as heavy as it could be. Sometimes you lose the inertia and you have to rewind it. I suppose if you did this all day, you might be able to get an ember. The most I ever got out of this was just a little bit of heat. I didn't even get any smoke. So one day, while carving out a spoon, I realized that the top part of the spindle for a bow drill could actually sit inside the cup of the spoon. And so what I decided to do was to put together a regular fire drill kit, but with a longer board that I could hold against my knee to hold the spindle in place. So let me demonstrate that for you now. So the spindle is roughly the same length as my shin, so that I can easily apply pressure to it with this spoon type of a board. So there you have it. I got a lot of smoke. I wasn't able to sustain an ember, so I wouldn't want to have to rely on this method for a fire in a survival situation. That's why in my EDC I always carry a Bic lighter and a dozen stormproof matches. Muskrat Jim, out.